Hey, I'm Andrea, and this video is about Josh Lowe on the Tampa Bay Rays and 3 things he's doing well this year, plus a little breakdown of his swing. So he made his Major League debut last year. He's a former first-round pick, but his debut was pretty underwhelming. He had an OPS of only 627, strikeout rate of 33%. He wasn't able to transfer his power, which is his biggest strength, into the game. But he's off to a much better start this year. He's an OPS of 995 and 9 home runs through 121 plate appearances. The first thing he's doing better is he's doing damage early in the count. He's got 18 extra base hits on the year, and of those 18, 12 have come on the second pitcher prior, 14 have come on the third pitcher prior. So interestingly enough, even though he's doing damage early in the count, he's actually swinging at the first pitch less than he did last year. So that tells me that while he is looking for pitches early on, he's not being overly aggressive. He's still waiting for a good pitch to hit. The second thing he's doing well is he's doing damage in the heart of the zone. So this was kind of an issue for him last year. He struggled to make good contact on those pitches. If we look at his swing take profile from Baseball Savant, we can see that he's got a run value of -9 on pitches to the heart in 2022. And that's much improved so far this year. His run value is now +4 on those pitches. And obviously it's hard to be a consistent and a productive hitter if you're not capitalizing on pitches down the middle. And that improvement is likely tied to the first point about him doing damage early on, because you're going to see the most pitches in zone early in the count because pitchers want to get ahead. So then recognizing this, Lowe's able to watch for a pitch in zone without the added pressure of already being behind in the count. The third thing he's doing well is he's striking out less and he's making more contact in zone. So compared to last year, his strikeout's down 10%. It's now close to MLB average at 23%. And he's making contact on pitches in zone 4% more than he did last year. So some adjustments to his swing may be contributing to this improvement. So we're going to start by looking at his pre-pitch setup and comparing it to this year. His bat now starts on his shoulder. His hands are lower. Last year he also had a foot tap, which obviously is hard to see in a photo, but now his foot is planted and it doesn't tap while he's waiting for the pitch. And while I don't typically like it when batters start with their bat on their shoulder, he said in an interview with MLB Network the other day that starting in this position is making him feel more relaxed. So there's no one right way to do it. If this works for him, that's great. And eliminating that foot tap may be helping him just improve his timing. So sometimes foot taps can cause delays or for the motion of the swing to just become out of sync. So eliminating it is probably helping him by creating just a more simpler movement. And then looking at his load from last year, there are 2 differences. His hands are remaining lower, and then he's also getting more rotation. And getting more rotation is giving him more access to his power, which we said before was his biggest strength, because more of his body is contributing to the swing. So there's just more energy that can be transferred throughout to make solid contact. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a side view from 2022 for a comparison, but I did find a side view from this year, and there's just one thing I want to point out. And that's that he's getting separation between his head and his hands after load, but before that front foot hits the ground. So his hands are staying back while his body begins to move to the ball, and that separation is allowing him just slightly more time before he has to commit to a swing. So sometimes you'll hear guys talk about how their stance forces them to swing at a certain point. So having this separation and keeping his hands back is allowing Lowe to just get an extra moment to make a decision. Lowe's career has been exciting to follow since he was drafted, really, but it's so great that this year things seem to be clicking for him. If you like this video, please hit subscribe and follow me on Twitter @ScalperReport. Thanks for watching!